Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Manny Carl, and welcome to another Let's Talk right here on The Division. And today we're going to go ahead and cover the state of the game, which yesterday I went ahead and put out a video that some of you didn't think had very much content, but I thought it was well worth to listen to because yesterday should have been the most important state of the game right now because it's basically the halfway point between where we are and where we need to be. And so it was very disappointing that some of the stuff they came out with, it's not disappointing that they're still fixing things. It's disappointing that they're not giving us any new information on, how successful it's being, where we're going, where it's going to be, and, basically saying, hey, we're like close to 3 weeks out, we're 2 weeks out, we're looking good on progress, something like that. So it's kind of, it's 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. I know I used that term yesterday, but right now that's where it is. So if you're on the PATS, they're wiping the servers. They're not going to go ahead and let you do that, but you will get a character with lots of caches and stuff like that. So you can go ahead and start a new character and go ahead and refill the caches. They're also doing a retest to see what the transfer is between 1.3 and 1.4. And so that's really good. So a couple of things I want to go over that I think are very important in the state of the game. And that is one of the things that I think that they're putting in and that they're testing and that they're making good lead on is the threat aggro mechanic. And if you watch some of the videos that I have from the PTS, you will see that they are aggroing me and not the rogues that are standing next to him. And that's the one thing that I think needs to change. They changed the way that the NPCs react to threats, and skills will increase and decrease the threat. And I'm not sure what that means, like what skills increase it and what skills decrease it, but there should be something that tells you, that way you know. And being rogue should increase the threat a whole lot more than anything else. Once you go rogue, you should be like at 100 or 95% threat level. And if there's enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that's, basically what we need to do. And they should remember, Aaron Keener and his failed attempt to take over the Dark Zone. And so the rogue status, if there's one thing that I need to get across to Massive, is that the rogue status needs to be 100% threat aggro, unless add this on to the Banshee set. Make it so that you reduce threat when you're rogue or something like that. But that needs to be fixed. So let's go ahead and just quickly jaunt through. Tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down and I'm going to show you where all of the NPC bosses are in the light zone. And if you don't know, when I say light zone, that's the area outside of the dark zone. Anything outside of the dark zone in the underground, that is the light zone, and that's where you go from there. So HVT, they're giving more intel for search and destroy. Veterans will now be in the search and destroy missions. HVTs are now viable farming options because they are giving better rewards. They listen to us, they're giving better rewards. That's great. In the weekly, HVTs are no longer scaled for groups, they are scaled for solo players. So now you can do those solo. That's pretty awesome. I do enjoy that. So, and let's go ahead. Banshee set, they basically, for technical reasons, the speed bonus was removed and it's been replaced. Now when you're killed, you don't lose DZ, XP, and currency. That's actually a huge bonus. I actually like that a lot more. It's going to make the Banshee set a lot more viable for the Dark Zone. I know that the speed boost was cool, but it's really, they saw it ahead of time so I wasn't going to post it because I don't want to start posting glitches already, but I found a glitch where if you use the speed boost on the Banshee set, you actually go through a wall and you can actually go through certain things, and there's a lot of glitches with the speed boost. So it's good that there's out there, and I'm not gonna release any of the other glitches that I have until we actually know whether they've been fixed or not. And I've been sending them to Massive and not reporting them on YouTube because that we'll get to that point. Believe me, other people will do this. I don't need to be the one to do it, and not right now at least. Named weapons, they can now drop with all gear scores. There are some changes to where the named weapons drop. They're not telling you where. The Showstopper still drops in challenge mode story missions only. The Liberator Valkyrie can now be bought from the vendor, and the Damascus is locked to the level of the brew plant you get when you have finished the story. So that's that. Skills diminishing returns has been changed, so now you get more rewarded when you invest in electronics. So that's a huge bonus, because I know that, you know, there was diminishing returns and people were getting, you know, trying to get their electronics up, but they couldn't get them up high enough. The skill haste now has a hard cap, so you regenerate at some point. This was based on Marco Styles' video of him being able to just go ahead and retool all of his stuff, so it's like instant recharge. And the ballistic shield now generates additional threat when you're wearing its shoot. And loot name bosses have now a 4-hour respawn instead of a 24-hour respawn, so they're spawning a 4-hour rotational schedule, and they are looking into landmarks and map indications in the open world, but that won't happen in 1.4, so that's why I'm going to make you that tomorrow. And actually what I'll do is I will flash a picture up. I found it on Reddit. I'll flash a picture up of where everything is, and that'll be great. You can now get all gear sets, even those from the underground, everywhere. They're just handing them out. Oh, it's like Oprah's in charge of 1.4. You get a gear set, you get a gear set, you get a gear set, you get a gear set. Check on D, everybody gets a gear set, yay! And crafting. All blueprints can now be bought in the open world and do not require division tech anymore. Division tech can now be used for conversion into other material. It will also be specific usage down the road. So I would save your division tech until we know what it is. And they've taken out the MG5. It was not supposed to be in the game, and it was basically tooled for the 1.3 patch and not 1.4, so they need to go back and do that stuff. So there's a lot of other stuff that's in the patch notes. I would suggest you go and take a look at the state of the game and go ahead. This was just a really quick breakdown of it. Sealed caches that you buy with Phoenix credits are more specific and less random, so the more it is, the more you're going to get out of it, so that's good. They're doing a lot of really good things. The question I'm going to ask you here, and please answer down in the comments: is it too late? Are there too many good games coming out right now for Massive to have saved this? Are they going to be able to save 1.4? That's the one thing that I'm trying to figure out, because I just got back from the store and I've just picked up Gears of War 4 and I just picked up Mafia 3, and I'm going to be playing both of those. And there are a ton of other games right now. I'm playing Destiny. Oh, and for all of you people that were like, you're hating on Destiny, I do not hate Destiny. I'm hating on Supremacy and some of the BS stuff that's still in PvP. It's been 3 years and you can't fix shotguns in PvP. It's like I get shot from halfway across the map. You can't fix your netcode. It's legacy netcode from Halo days. I mean, that's crazy. But I'm not hating on Destiny. I love Destiny. It's like one of my favorite games ever. The reason you don't see it is because there's so much good content out there on other channels that I just don't have the will to put it on my channel unless you guys really, really want me to. I can put it on my channel and just do that. But you're not going to hear a whole lot of hate from me on Destiny, because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of hate. I feel like there's half a game, but they've added to it. They've made significant strides. I feel like it's a much better game than the year one stuff. And I don't like the new raid gear set. You look like somebody went and took and coated all the gear with soundproofing. Like, basically you look like one of those soundproof rooms in different shades of colors. So anyways, it's all ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's, what it is. So hey, look for a Gears of War 4 video probably tomorrow, maybe a Mafia 3 video tomorrow. We're gonna have lots of stuff coming up for you coming this weekend, and we'll just see you next time when we get that. So that's my time. Thank you so much for watching it. Drop a like on this video. I want you guys to go watch the state of the game, but also down in the comments, let me know, is it too late for the Division, or has Massive saved it with 1.4? That's what I need to know. So for all of us here at the Division Let's Talk, I'm Mounty Carl, and we'll see you in the PTS. Agent out.